So I was about probably like 13 or 14, something like that. I'm keeping my voice down a bit now because my children are sleeping. My wife is sleeping, so it's early in the morning. Got my cup of coffee. Wake up. So I was about I'm just guessing. I think I was probably about 13 or 14. And one day I was on my way to school, just walking down the street. I was walking down the middle of this side street. It was a quiet morning. Nobody really about. It was probably late for school because I didn't care. So I'm walking down the street, and I see, I forget which side it started on, but I'm pretty sure it was like on my right side over there. A dog is coming out of like the driveway of a house, and it's just walking towards me. No big deal. And then I just continue walking. Then, interestingly enough, from my other side, another dog comes out of the driveway of a house. So now as I'm walking, I've got two dogs that are walking towards me. As I move forward, they're walking slowly towards me. Curious. I mean, one dog is just one dog, maybe it's curious and he wants to smell me as dogs do, and maybe, I don't know, maybe whatever, he wants to say hi. But now two dogs, and they're not even like coming from the same, it's not like they were walking together, right? Okay, now this gets more interesting. Stay with me here. Okay, so I'm walking forward. Got my earbud in here. I hope it's picking up my voice really well. Anyway, okay, so now on from another driveway, as I continue walking down the middle of this side street, another dog starts walking towards me from another, driveway area. So now, I don't remember exactly, but I think by now I'm probably thinking, WTF, Batman, what's going on here? Because, what? One, and then one, and then one, and they're all converging on me. Okay? Now as I continue on, from another driveway, another dog is now joined the mix and is walking towards me. Okay, so I've got four dogs walking towards me. I'm starting to feel a little uneasy. This doesn't feel comfortable to me. It's a very odd situation, certainly. And I'm really beginning to feel uneasy. I know certainly by now I am. First it was just a curiosity. One dog, okay. Two dogs, Three dogs, WTF. Four dogs, definitely uneasy. Okay. And perhaps you've already anticipated what will happen next. Another dog from another driveway as I continued walking down the middle of this side street. And there's nobody out, there's nobody around, everything is quiet. Super quiet, because I'm starting to feel like maybe if I need help I can shout, for some assistance, because I'm starting to feel, like I said, really uncomfortable. Okay, so there's a third one. Now I got three on this side, two on this side. You perhaps have guessed it already. Another one comes out. So now I've got six dogs converging on me. I've already noticed that the end of the side street, where perhaps my safety may lie, is too far away. They are going to have fully converged upon me before I reach the end of the street. And what can I say? It's a dead street. There's nothing going on. I don't think I had ever seen it like that. I'm not recalling exactly. Probably not. I mean, there's usually something going on, because I'd walked down that street before lots of times. But anyway, so there it is. I'm starting to my unease is continuing to grow. Let's put it that way, because I'm looking, and running is out of the question. I already know that. If I start running, they're just gonna, in my mind, probably start running too. And so I'm like, I don't know what to do. I just keep walking, hoping for the best, knowing that they will converge upon me before the end of the street. And then, at the very end of the street, right in the middle, from a house on the other side of the street that goes, because I'm walking down this street, right? And then at the very end of it, this street that I'm on, comes into another side street. It goes like that, and then there's houses all along the other side of it. Okay? And at the end of the street, I will turn that way and continue on to school, which is what my original plan had been. But like I said, now, So at the end of the street, seemingly coming from a house that's across that other street, there's a dog in the middle, and he's starting to walk towards me. Now this one is walking right down the center of the road. So 3 and 3 on an intersect with me, and my one potential, in my mind, chance of escape is that way, of course, somehow. And there's a dog walking towards me. What? So, now, this dog gets probably, and figuratively, or maybe even literally, I don't recall, but I'm sweating now, WTF, Batman, this is just super odd, really weird. So, this dog's getting closer to me as I'm walking down the center. It's walking down the center, and I'm like, and this dog stops and looks at the ones on one side, and then the other side. It just stops and looks, and the dogs on one side, I think it was my right side, broke up. They ran off. Then same as the dog in front of me looked at the the 3 on my other side. Their group broke up and ran off. So I was thinking probably this dog in the center was like, I guess, the end of me. It was there to completely, stop me as this entire group converged upon me. But it turned out that this dog had stopped maybe 20 feet in front of me, and somehow caused this group of convergence to break up and run off. It's just one of those things. Now, I'm sure I don't recall the thoughts that I had in my mind around this event, but it was, as so often is the case, whatever happens in our life, we just assume it's just another event, nothing special. It might be weird, might be strange, might be WTF, but, whatever. it was many years later, decades later, maybe like 4 decades later. No, maybe like 3 decades later, 3.5. Anyway, that a girlfriend of mine, because I would occasionally share the story over the years with different people. I mean, I didn't run around talking about it. It might just somehow come up in conversation. And I'd probably only shared it maybe a couple times. But anyway, she pointed out that in her mind, the story that I had related to her was some kind of what we can term a supernatural event, and that was the first time I'd ever even considered it, being some kind of supernatural event. I mean, it's just weird, and to this very day, as I'm, advanced in years since then, I still have no conscious awareness of what the heck that was all about. Just, don't know. Definitely weird. The idea of it being a supernatural event, though, it kind of tickles my fancy, as it were. Like, wow, there was something special happening there. And the feeling that I was rescued, that's because I was. I mean, I don't have a conscious understanding at this time of what that was about, but that dog that was coming down the center and it stopped and somehow caused these dogs of convergence, whatever, to run off. That was a rescue. I mean, that was a flat out rescue, because it just seems, well, it's apparent, it's obvious to me. Okay, so I hope you found this interesting. I will continue to do uploads in relation to my autobiography, and please like and subscribe. It will help a lot. It would be wonderful if I could grow this channel, get some kind of income from it. This whole pandemic thing, I closed my massage practice when it all began, because I'm like, the information that was out there was so conflicting in relation to the pandemic. Right now the year is 2022, and this month is March, about in the middle of it. And the information was so conflicting, I just decided to play it safe and stop my practice. And then I kept paying for my office for all the way up until about maybe like 4 months ago now, or something like that, And then it was like, finally, man, I gotta stop paying for that room, I'm not using it. And so yeah, if I could somehow generate an income from this channel and sharing my autobiography, that would be extremely helpful. So if it does occur to you that you would like to maybe hear some more of my autobiography, please go ahead and like and subscribe, and it'll help push me to share more of my history, stories, so on and so forth. Thank you for joining me here today. Stay strong, stay safe, stay healthy, and I love you. Bye for now.